the underground up. Turn the radio down. Turn the underground up. Turn the radio down. Turn the underground up. Turn the radio down. Keep it going, keep it going. Turn the radio down. Turn the underground up. Turn the radio down. Turn the underground up. Turn the radio down. Ground up. Turn the radio down. Turn the underground up. Turn the radio down. Turn the underground up. Yeah, make some motherfucking noise, man. Fuck up.
Sunday at 8 o'clock sharp, 50 IU online TV show starts. Kick off your shoes, turn off your porn. Tell Cryptic to call up his acorn. Music, comedy, Lurch and his friends. Dom might even hit Lurch's nuts again. Pyromaniac, bitch, don't you pretend. Stick around till an hour past 10. Represent the underground, represent CT. It's even online cause you broke your TV. Always on time, different guests every week. If you did a joint, don't steal ruckus see. Disturbance in the airwaves, can you see the ripples? Pretty straightforward, don't try and solve a riddle. Grab what you need and turn it up a little. Pay attention cause you might see ruckus nipples. Tom and Lurch, GIU TV. Always repping for the underground and CT. The closest you'll ever get to be me. Now every Sunday, watch GIU TV. Tom and Lurch, GIU TV. Always repping for the underground and CT. The closest you'll ever get to be me. Now every Sunday, watch GIU TV.
This program is uncut. It contains strong language and some adult situations. Viewer discretion is advised.
I couldn't believe that shit. I really couldn't.
Welcome to the Lurch Down Live broadcast. While Lurch is typing over here, I am Dom. That's Lurch. We got Hank over here.
Yeah, that's right.
Waiting to see if White Cheddar is going to come or not. Well, I'm not 100% sure yet. He's trying to, but don't know if he'll make it. We just broadcasted an hour's worth of shit. Pretty much a lot of action figure therapy. Some of the chair shot reality shows that are on WrestleZone.com. And of course, the brand new video from Edwin Escobar and Kali Ma with Death March and Barnacles. Fucking killer fucking video.
Yes.
Literally.
Literally.
I recommend everybody check it out, share it, everything. Kali Ma, in my opinion, one of the best independent freaking metal bands out there today. So, what's going on, Lurch?
Not much, not much. You know, just take care of some, you know, TV business, all that. That's why I was typing away. I was sending out an email, all that fun stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You know, getting the masses involved, all that stuff, you know.
Nice.
You know, as people say, I kind of on my grind or something like that, you know.
Kind of.
But last night I had heck of a fun night while Don was, you know, having a time of his life at Torreira's doing karaoke.
Every Saturday night, Tom Beacon Falls, come on down.
Yes, sir.
Sing a song. You never know what you're gonna find out on there.
You know, if you go to any all ages local show, there's one woman in particular there that's, you know, a big supporter. Her name is Mecca.
Mecca.
Well, she debuted last night at New England Frontier Wrestling as a valet.
For?
I can't remember his name.
Vladimir or something. I'd have
You
to
should
look
be
it up.
remembering it. Was he a muscular guy?
No, he was a big fat black dude.
Well, then you should be paying attention. I thought that was your type.
Ha ha ha. You know, she did a wonderful job. You know, for the first time.
Who's worried about his name, man? I was looking at his ass. I didn't care. That was fine.
Welcome to the Deacon of the Church of Sinners. By the way, great podcast this past week. Not to cut you off, but make sure you check out the Rusty Razor every week, whether it's live or in the podcast form. Fabulous show.
Nice.
Designated, the identity of DesignateDave.com. Cheap plugs. Go ahead, I apologize.
It's all good. It was a pretty, you know, fun night, or as Cheddar would say, dope.
Dope. Dope. Dope. Dope.
I actually got to see Amazing Red wrestle an indie wrestler, and, you know, if you follow TNA Impact, which probably no one does anymore because it's bullshit because Hulk Hogan's involved.
You know, yeah. I still watch it.
You know, cheap Hogan joke right there. Cheap Hogan.
I still watch it. Or as Homer would say,
Seems like words is a lot of sayings. Dope.
so, anyway. Go ahead, I apologize.
It's all good. But gotta say
Like,
shout outs to Mecca because, you know, the guy that was talking crap on the microphone, I guess he's like a bad guy or something like that. Who comes out of the curtain to get in the ring? Just incredible.
Nice.
And mind you, this, I guess, faction, you know, this indie faction tries to make it a PG show. Yeah, that kind of really didn't go as well as played. Just incredible. It was awesome, though. I mean, that best promo of the night. You know, pretty much yelled at the guy and then super kicked him.
Again, Thursday nights though, with Just Incredible, man. Check out Just Incredible's Hardcore House Show, man. Every Thursday night at 7 o'clock on, it's on Justin TV. Friend of mine on Facebook, I think it's PJ Polacco
Peter
1.
Polacco.
Peter Polacco 1. JustinTV.com or .tv, I forget, but / Peter Polacco 1. Every Thursday night. Great fucking show. And I've been tuning in for the last 3 weeks. Or so, 4 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks, I think. He does an hour of random wrestling stuff, and it's a very good show. So, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's really
Another
much.
cheap plug, so.
That's pretty much all I really had to say. You know, it was a fun night.
That's cool. So how was the rest of your week?
Um,
You're gonna save that for the rectal cavity.
no, nothing bad really happened throughout the week. My mom had, you know, knee surgery that got done all successfully, thank God.
No, not thank God. Thank the Church of Sinners. Only good things happen when you pray to the Church of Sinners.
Shameless plugs. I'm glad you picked up on that.
I didn't want to write that on your Facebook page because you're trying to keep Lurch and Sean separate.
Yeah, you know, if anyone wants, you know, like bust my balls, you know, Lurch, you know, go. I have a fan page for that. You know, I mean, I try to keep family stuff and show stuff kind of separate because, you know, my family.
Unless he's promoting this show.
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, I got like 300 friends on Facebook, where I got like, I think 32 fans on Facebook.
Yeah, what do you
So, but yeah, no, just definitely do try and, you know, tag just a Lurch tag in that. You know, I think I got it. Family stuff on Facebook. Never mind, I'm gonna shut up now. Designate Dave is about to make a joke.
Probably.
Arr.
No joke.
You know, my family's pretty conservative.
Are you?
Well, my family is.
Wow,
The black sheep.
more and more people are liking this page here. It's surprising. I just didn't feel like deleting it yet.
What, save the Lurch page?
No, I didn't create that. Kathy created that one. Let's see how many fans you got, Lurch. 36 fans.
36, new record.
Yes.
What it was? When I first started, what, a year and a half ago, it was 6 or 2?
No, that's different.
That's the
Oh,
same
really?
Lurch campaign.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Kathy still has that up. I think the last time I saw it was like a year ago.
No, it is. I think it's still there.
Save Lurch, 15 members.
Yeah.
15 members in what, 2.5 years? Not
Yeah,
bad.
2.5 years.
I know.
If you want to check out Lurch's fan page, you go to facebook.com/Lurch, DIUTV.
That's like 6.5 members a year.
And you can check that. You can like his. That's pretty funny. Select gender: male, female, male, neutral, plural female, plural male, plural mixed, plural neutral. What should I set up for his fucking? His,
Plural male.
I think it should be neutral. It. That's it. Lurch is it.
Yeah, I'm an it.
It just fits with Lurch, cause of it.
Exactly.
You know, a little bit of the Addams Family theme going.
With the long forehead.
Anyway.
I have to say this. You know, because anywhere I go and I'm meeting new people, I always get asked, why do they call you Lurch? I was walking around meeting some of Mecca's friends, you know, that she knows in the indie scene last night, introduced myself as Lurch. No one asked, why did they call you Lurch? It was like the first time that's ever happened.
They probably thought your first name was Lurch.
It's funny because, like, we'll go to I'll go do karaoke down Torreros, right? And I don't introduce Lurch as Sean. I always introduce him as Lurch. No matter what we do, especially do it up events, DJing, anything like that. Anywhere actually. I always call him Lurch, never Sean. So first few times we're at, what do you got? Guy Ricketts.
No.
It blinked out.
Hang on. Really, Dave? Can we see it?
Not really. Lurch is gay. Well, you know.
No, so Lurch is gay, no more busting balls on Sean's page. Really, Dave? Really? Come on now.
Lurch is gay, no more busting balls on Sean's face.
I like that.
Oh, he tags you though.
I do appreciate it, though. I very much appreciate it.
So, but I've always introduced him as Lurch, and when they find out what his real name is, people are like, why are we calling you Lurch? Why don't we call you Sean? It's like, no, he's Lurch. Simple as that.
No. He's Lurch.
I've been Lurch for like going on, what, 8 years or so?
Jesus, easily.
No, he's Lurch.
Knock at the door.
Good name for us. But, yeah, people want to call him freaking Sean. You getting food or something? Sorry for the interruption.
No, sorry,
Yeah,
we're trying to
food.
listen upstairs. I think it must be Chinese food.
Yeah. Well, people are like, I like the name Sean better. It's like, nah, he's Lurch.
Lurch.
And now, finally, after what, 3 months of being over there, that's rares. They're starting to call him Lurch.
Yeah, it's like I walk into the bar, Susan, the bartender's like, hey, Lurch, what's up?
Lurch. Even the owner of the bar is calling him Lurch, and he's Portuguese and can barely speak a lick of English.
Well, Lurch is not that hard.
Right.
Lurch!
Because especially when you're out somewhere and someone goes, Sean, and there's like 12,000 people that go like this, and then someone says, Lurch, and I'm like, yeah?
Lurch, you motherfucker! Or unless they call you Sean then.
Yeah. So, Doc, how was your week?
My week was very, very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, went to work, did the gospel. Had probably one good prank call out of it. Which gets boring when you don't have freaking listeners, so I get bored quick.
Yeah.
I really do. And so it's a show that's hard to do when you're by yourself. You know, not like this one where I have interaction and stuff. So, but I had one pretty good prayer call, and or two. I had a couple actually. Went to work again. Got a lot of shit accomplished during work though. Tuned into the Rusty Razor, which is one hell of a show. Then I couldn't finish it, so I downloaded it to my phone. So I got something to listen to all fucking Friday. It was nice because I had an hour ride out to Darien. So got my little Ryobi radio, plugged the phone into the fucking thing, fucking jamming out the Rusty Razor as I'm driving all the way out to Darien.
Nice.
Then shut it down, go to work, which is nice because you don't miss nothing when you have it downloaded. So lunchtime rolls around, go back, start listening to it again for a little bit. Actually helped the designated one with some audio stuff with the podcast, and tested out a phone call and shit. On the ride back, listened to the last hour of the fucking podcast. That was Friday. Then I made my karaoke, which came out sick. Mixed. You never met a motherfucker quite like me from Kid Rock with Rain from Luke Bryan.
Indeed.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was Bryant or Brian. So, which debuted it last night, and everybody loved it. So, then I went karaoke last night. Actually, I hit right the bracket 5 I hit right to break 5 for a little bit. Because I really want to see Cheddar battle. I've seen his videos. I've never seen him battle in the flesh.
He spits
Black.
off fire.
And I saw Cheddar at the mall earlier Saturday and told him, listen, I probably won't be able to make it out there, and I'm sorry, and he understands, He understands with us, and especially me with working, Saturday nights now and whatnot, that I can't make it out to a lot of his shows. But I've been there pretty much since his incarnation, a couple years after his incarnation of White Cheddar. So he knows, and I fully support White Cheddar and everything he does. Even if I don't agree with it, I'd still support it. Which there ain't much I don't agree with anyway. So,
For what?
but made it out to right the brag, shot the shit out of him, and still didn't get to see him fucking battle because they started way late, and I had to leave by 6 so I can get loaded up and head down to Terrace to set up for karaoke. And karaoke was the fucking, holy shit, busiest fucking night since we started back in July. We started in July?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say July.
July, late June.
Late June, yeah, late June, early July, in that general area, we started. And last night was the busiest night ever, dude. I had a full queue plus 4 or 5 songs in the other set.
God dang.
Yeah. Which, you know what? Great fucking night. Everybody had a fucking blast. It was just a fun night all around. So, like I said, you're in Connecticut, you're looking for a place to go karaoke. It's got pretty decent priced drinks. It's pretty much a hole-in-the-wall bar, but you know what?
Some of
It's a
those
good
are
time,
the best.
and there's not a bad person in that bar.
Some of those bars are the best, the home-and-wall bars.
Dude, that was my home. That was my drinking home for years. From 20 till I was 24, till I quit drinking. That was my drinking home. I would blow easily $100 on a Friday night, $100 on a Saturday night. Easily.
Yeah.
Just drinking down there. And that's from 9 till closing. Because I'd buy everybody drinks, then I'd buy drinks, a little bit more for me, a little bit more for me. And
That works.
so, I love that bar. Literally, I do love that bar. And like I said, you'll never find a better group of people to drink with.
Oh, yeah.
Especially now. I mean, I've been alcohol free for 10 years, in a couple of months now. So I haven't gone in there as much in the last 10 years.
Mhm.
But still, the crowd's changed, but still, there's not a bad person in that bar, and I gotta say, I've always had a good time down there.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be back in there, and kind of brings me back to my roots. I started doing karaoke in that bar without a system whatsoever, and now I have my own system, and I'm back in there doing karaoke. So, and thanks to Lurch and Phil, and for really stepping up and coming on down pretty much every single weekend, because without them two, granted it's been slow, but I had 2 extra singers there to fill the time too. And they also pretty much set up and tear down for me before I even get the fucking laptop fucking packed up.
Yeah.
So, it takes us 15 minutes to set up, and then 15 minutes to tear it fucking down and packed away. And I'm still putting my laptop away. So, thank you for being there and covering,
No problem.
also covering shows that when I have to go and DJ. So,
Yeah, no, it is a great time. If you want to come have a good time, just come on down there on a Saturday night. Like, if you just, you're not going to a show, you just need a place to just go chill, have some fun, meet some cool people, that's definitely the place to go. Shout outs to Susan, she can make an amazing Jack and Coke. Shout outs to Mark for getting me hooked on SoCo and Lime. And that's about it.
So, and then today was a good day. Unfortunately, I didn't get to sleep till like after 3 o'clock in the morning anyway, but wake up for 8:30 or so, and leave the house, drive all the way up to my sister's house, which is fucking an hour away. Because my girlfriend did a walk. I'm guessing it was for some kind of breast cancer awareness or something. It was my girlfriend, my sister, my mother, and my sister's husband and they all did that, and I got to hang out with my nephew, which I haven't seen in God knows how long. And he didn't cry. Very surprisingly. But now I'm known as Uncle Scary. Which is okay with me. That's fine with me. But he always said, Dom Scary, Dom Scary. Because, as you can see, I'm shaved now. So, when he saw me 2 weeks ago, looked like fucking Wolverine. Look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but see, I had the and the hair and you know whatnot. So it was fucking great, dude. And you know, he wasn't as afraid of me as normal. He still didn't want to go anywhere. You know, just walk around with just me, Daddy or Poppy. My father had to be there. But we were sat there, we watched fucking Elmo and just fooled around. Freaking, I miss freaking tossing kids around. You know what I mean? They're so much fun. Just fucking take them and just throw them right into the fucking couch. They come running back for more, you know?
Exactly.
I miss that. That's what sucks. Is fucking my girlfriend's kid getting so fucking old now. He's fucking 14. I've known him since he was fucking 3. I can't throw him around no more. Well, I could, but, you know.
I don't think
It's not
you
as
like
easy.
it too much.
It's not easy. Well, no, with him being as tall as he is, he'll hit his head on something. You know, you aim for that center of the couch, but his head's gonna hit the fucking arm.
Yeah, ceiling going this tall too. You know?
So that's exactly what it comes down to, you know. So all in all, and then I'm back here for the Lurch Now Live broadcast, and you know, this weekend, in all reality, was a great weekend. I gotta say, it was a really great weekend. Unfortunately, though, tomorrow's gonna suck because earlier I found out on Facebook that my boss put down his dog. Now, it can go one of 2 ways. Either he'll come in Monday, tomorrow, and be a fucking asshole motherfucker because his dog was everything to him. He brought his dog everywhere, but that dog didn't leave his side. I mean, it was a good dog. Didn't need a leash, no nothing. Car rides out to the jobs, car rides to the fucking store, you name it. That's where they went. That dog was right by his side. They had to put him down because he just couldn't walk anymore. He was waiting. He knew he had to put him down and everything, but he was just waiting and waiting and waiting. He didn't want to put him down.
Yeah.
But he tried even getting painkillers for him. They tried doing steroid injections. The dog's freaking almost 16 years old. I mean, the dog's lived a life. Got hit by cars like countless times. Lyme disease, ended up with Lyme disease. Fucking still fucking kicking. But just found out through his son that they put him down today. So he's either going to be a real fucking asshole tomorrow because he's going to be really upset and everything's just going to eat at him. Or we might not see him for a few days. Or he'll be, no, I'm sorry, one of 3 ways. Or he might just come in, how you guys doing? And just sit in his office or leave or whatever, right? So I guess I should be on my best behavior and not argue with him for a little bit because
At least for a week.
if I was going to argue with him right after this, I'm sure he would definitely fire me. And designated David in the chat room says I should go buy him a hamster. Actually, I talked to my manager earlier when I first read it on Facebook because he didn't know about it yet. And he says, nah, let's go get him a chihuahua or something. I says, all right. I said, nah, you know what I'll do? We'll get him fucking flowers.
Sorry for you.
I'll walk up to him because he's Sicilian. If there's anything you need, I'll be the godfather. But anyway, like I said, aside from that, man, it was a fucking great fucking week. So I'm glad I got out to Right to Brag, checked out a couple of the tryout battles, and didn't get to see Cheddar, but those videos should be popping out soon. So keep your eye out for it. Anyway,
Get him a box from a
Tank,
Dave,
what do you
that's
got?
hardball.
I think it was pretty decent. That worked. Not bad. Even though, you know, we're full staff at work for like 3 days, then they finally hired a new guy, and then the other co-worker, he said, well,
Slow season.
It's just extra work.
Motherfuckers. So.
I don't really work overtime there except my other job. That supplements that's supposed to supplement my income all year long. Because we don't get overtime during the summer, so I have to do something. So.
Anyway.
But other than that, it was pretty good. I went to IHOP today.
It wasn't packed, or was it?
It was packed.
That place, I swear, that's like the best fucking thing to hit fucking Waterbury. You notice that?
Yeah, but you'd be surprised that they closed the one up on Thomas Avenue. There used to be one there. You know what Subway is?
Yeah.
That used to be an IHOP.
That's right. You're right.
You
don't see too many IHOPs around anymore. I know there's one in Westport.
Hamden.
Is there one in Hamden? Okay.
Yeah, around Route 10.
There's
you
one
go
in
down
Hamden.
in Hamden,
And
by
then
the cemetery.
There's the only other one that I knew of. Oh wait, no, there isn't one in Westport anymore. Now it's just called Pancake House or something.
Yeah,
Same frame, the whole 9 yards with it and everything, but it's just Pancake House now or something. The last one I ever went to was probably in Massachusetts in Cape Cod. It was the last one I went to.
This IHOP is pretty good.
Is it?
They have a down pat up there. It's good food, you can tell, you know. But, you know, I mean, I don't mean to crack on Gandhi's though, but when they do run a business, they run a business, you know.
I'll tell you, man.
I mean, I'm not cracking on them. I mean, sometimes we have our little jokes, you know, they go in grocery gas stations, blah, 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 you know. But when they do run a business, they run a business,
Yeah.
you know.
No, you're right.
And they're nice as pie to you. They make sure you got everything, blah, 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 this, that. They're really good, you know. Not saying American, you know, the white guys are, you know, I'm not saying you're bad, but, you know, sometimes you can take a little lesson from here and there.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much our week's done.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. Alright, so since Vengeance is underway, we're gonna kinda do a 180 here. Do we have any updates? It just started, so I'm sure they might have been one match removed, but I'm not 100% sure. I saw you had it up earlier, so.
Yeah, I was just farting around.
Again, man, check out Sure Shot Reality on WrestleZone. They have no affiliation to us whatsoever, but I just think it's a great fucking show. They're doing 7 parts this week. It's their 100th episode.
Right now, it's Kofi Kingston. It's Eric Boone versus Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger for, as Designate Dave says, the Giant Pennies.
Yeah, from bullshit titles. At least they brought back the original Intercontinental title, pretty much.
Yeah.
That belt. That's my favorite belt of all time. But anyway. What do you got for a list?
I got...
Oh, you got that steak thing, right?
Actually, I found the top... I gotta get into the story of this, but actually, can we go into a video break real quick? Because I seriously have to pee.
You really gotta pee.
Yes.
Alright, you know what? We got a couple new, we have a couple of new, action figure therapy, shit. So, we're gonna play Crazy Mud Pit Weekend, and, a newer person here. It's a chick G.I. Joe guy. Sexy motorcycle model daughter. And while Lurch goes and plays with himself, we will be right back here on the Lurch Down Live broadcast.
Remember, no white shell over the walls,
DIU
right?
TV.
Check it out.
I had the most crazy weekend, y'all. I tell you what, just when you think life can't get any more uneasy, here comes another wave of stress washing up on the shore of life. My daughter Chandra had been talking to some guy every night that she met at the Gun and Knife show, her second modeling gig, and she kept going on and on about this guy. She's like, Mama, he's so cool. He's got this Swiss Army knife and it does magic, and he's got the most beautiful Burt Reynolds mustache. And I get a phone call from an old high school friend of mine now. And just out of nowhere, he just calls me up on a payphone nonetheless. He uses a payphone anymore. He starts telling me about how much he and his gaudy van misses me. I can't even believe that he still has that thing. And then he's going on and on about how this Longhorn gift certificate's not going to use itself. And I've been married for over 20 years, and everybody on base knows it. Now, if anybody from church saw me at some fancy restaurant like Longhorn Steakhouse with someone other than my husband, they're going to assume that I'm up to something. And I don't need any more drama at church. And I'm going to tell you right now, I never did anything with that gospel band. Now, I normally wouldn't hang out with old friends like that, but I thought, you know what? I bust my buns off every day at work. I'm going to treat myself to a girls' night out. I deserve it. So I left Bill at home. He was in his own little world with his Hot Pockets and Swamp Loggers marathon. And I go to meet up with this old friend of mine. I pull in that Big Lots parking lot, knock on that van door, and guess who's there? Chandra, we've been talking to the same guy. I was so upset. Thank God I have my chill pills. So he says, I know you're mad, but just I don't want you driving while you're all upset. So just come on in, have a glass of wine, and I'll explain everything. Well, fast forward 2 hours later, he's pouring more drinks. Me and Chandra are feeling a little buzzed, and I start to feel tingly all over. And then I realized, lo and behold, our seats are vibrating. I thought, oh my God, we've been trapped. But that was the best feeling trap I've ever been in, I'll tell you that much. But then we get all high on some doobies, and then we drive around with some power lines or something. I don't know. This whole thing's just so blurry to me. And I'll put my hand on the Bible for this, though. The whole way there was an albino panther head staring at me and Chandra with flashing red eyes. So we all get out of the van, and here he is with another one of his brilliant ideas, y'all. He's talking about, let's line this mud hole up with some tiki torches, strip naked, and jump in there and become one with nature. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. And then this little retarded boy wandered up and ended up driving off with his van. I had to call Bill to come pick us up on the account that there being a big explosion off in the desert that scared Chandra half to death. And Bill wouldn't talk to me the entire ride home. I tell you what, I swear I feel like I'm living this whole gospel band ordeal all over again, y'all. And for the record, I didn't do anything with that gospel band. So I've just been so stressed out lately. I don't know what scares me more, having to do all this explosive ordnance disposal, or knowing that my oldest one might not finish with her college. Now, I got so upset with her the other day, I said, do you know how many submunitions I've had to dispose of to pay for your college? I told her, I said, I don't wear that damn demon suit just 'cause it looks cool, Chandra. I said, you wear a helmet all day in 120-degree heat and see what it does to your perm. I swan to y'all. I have to schedule a new beauty shop appointment every time I wear that damn thing. And she's always like, Mama, you just need to take a chill pill. I said, what I need is a Xanax and a glass of wine. I'm serious as a heart attack. Now she's wanting me to pay for her to get some of these glamour shots because she's wanting to get into all this modeling stuff. And I said, Chandra, I hate to burst your bubble, hun, but just 'cause some motorcycle shop paid you $200 to lay half naked on some Harleys and some gaudy rebel flag bikini doesn't mean that you're going to be the next Ashley Judd. And it was an ad for the Cycle Trader. That's not even a real magazine. Ah, do you have any diet soda? I've got to take my blood pressure pills.
Alright, so we're back, and that was Crazy Mud Pit Weekend and Sexy Motorcycle Model Daughter. Go to actionfiguretherapy.com to check out other ones, and we got a few more we're going to play tonight too. And you can also get your stickers there too, man. They have great fucking funny ass fucking videos. And I do gotta say, Disney Dave, thank you for plugging these guys too, because we found them hilarious. So, anyway, we got what, top 10 list you said?
Yeah,
What
same.
we got a top 10 list of?
10 best cheesy pro wrestling characters. And at a certain one, I gotta call a certain person and tell them what it is. When we get to that number, of course. So, number 10. Moose Cholak. This guy was like from the 50s. I guess he wore a giant moose head to the ring. He was a fat guy. Number 9.
Kane.
Close. Isaac Yankem,
Same
DDS.
fucking person.
Oh, I know.
I don't know if that was cheesy. That was funny. That
Yeah,
more
but it
funny
wasn't
than
good.
anything else.
Number 8. The Mountain.
Actually, I liked the Mountie. I thought that was good. I didn't think that was cheesy at all. Because in all reality, the Big Boss Man did really need somebody to feud with. You know, So I thought that was a pretty good, better than the Fabulous Rougeau brothers. I mean, come on. That was the gayest fucking tag team next to Chuck and Billy. Come on.
Number 7,
Or the Beverly Brothers.
Repo Man.
Repo Man was good. They didn't use him right, even though it's Smash from Demolition, but which is my favorite tag team of all time.
Number 6, Gorgeous George.
What kind of name is that?
Enough said.
Yeah.
Exactly. Number 5, this is where I'm going to call a certain someone
boy.
about it.
He has him down as number 2.
I'm calling, I don't even know it's going to work.
Probably not, because we're not going to hear him.
Oh.
We won't hear him.
Never mind. I thought the way we had it set up, it was going to work. That's why I had Skype on my thing.
We'd have to switch to the DVD player, but he wouldn't hear us talking.
Oh
I
yeah.
just thought about that now.
Number 5.
Sorry.
This is
If your phone rang, we apologize.
This is for designated Dave, Akeem. Because he wants to be Akeem for Halloween.
African Dream.
The big guy for the green.
Number 4, Honky Tonk Man.
That was a good gimmick. Now, this is supposed to be cheesy.
Yes.
That was a good gimmick.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
it
care
was.
what anybody says. I hated the fucking guy, but that was a good gimmick.
Number 3.
Why are you calling him again?
Oh, oops, I guess I didn't hang up.
Hang up.
Oh. There we go.
If your phone's ringing again, it's fucking Lurch, man.
I haven't used Skype in a while. I just signed out.
He's an idiot.
Said Lurch is gay.
Well, that
I will
probably
agree
kind of
with
fits in with number 3. Brother Love.
Again, I don't care what anybody says. That was a good fucking comedic fucking role for Bruce Pritchard. Was Bruce Pritchard or Tom Pritchard? Bruce.
Bruce Pritchard.
That was a good gimmick. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Of course, you didn't grow up with that. I did. So, that was good. Plus, he brought in The Undertaker. Think about it.
This is true.
He was the first manager of The Undertaker.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Number 2, Doink the Clown.
Again, that was a fucking good fucking gimmick.
And
Especially when he started producing fucking mini doinks. That was a good gimmick.
And the number 1 best cheesy pro wrestler gimmick of all time, which I kind of have to disagree with. 'Cause
I completely disagree with
this was my favorite heel of all time. Favorite heel.
No, not mine, but
Baron R. Shyster.
I thought that was a great gimmick myself.
I mean, Mike Rotunda did a really great job with that.
Mike Rotunda was a great wrestler, but see, the thing is, what brought him the better popularity was when he tagged up with the $1 Million Man, and as soon as they fucking tagged together, I called it right from day one. I said they're gonna be the next tag team champions, and what happened? They became tag team champions.
And he's had some really great matches. You know, I mean, he had a good match with The Undertaker. You know,
He's just an all-around good. He was an all-around good wrestler. He used to tag with Barry Windham.
yeah, they
I
were
forgot
like,
what they were called, but
was it like the Rock and Roll Express or something like that?
no. Rock and Roll Express was fucking from WCW and NWA shit. I forgot the name. Ricky Morton and the U.S. Express, as the wrestling guru puts in there.
Oh, yeah, he was Real American before Hulk Hogan.
That's right. 100% right. But
Alright, let me see if I can find top 10 best wrestling gimmicks.
all right, we should make up our own.
No, because the list would go on and on. We would like cover the whole show just talking about that. If I could spell tonight.
Lurch, you can never spell. Give it up.
This one looks like it'll be pretty decent. Okay, it's a freaking slideshow. Number 10. This one could be up for debate. CM Punk, the straight edge messiah.
too much. Like I said, I wasn't a huge CM Punk fan to begin with. Only because I don't agree with the complete and total straight edge society. He was good. He was creepy. He was evil. It was good. But again, I didn't follow him that much until the Nexus is when that was the worst fucking gimmick for him ever was being the leader of the Nexus. But from that point on, he's catapulted. So.
Yeah. And plus, he had like the long hair and the beard going on. He kind of looked like Keanu Reeves. Just saying.
Which Lurch has the hots for?
I do not.
You probably do.
Number 9. The Pope, D'Angelo De Niro.
Worst fucking gimmick ever.
Yeah.
Elijah Burke should have stayed as Elijah Burke and left it alone.
How is this the best gimmick ever? Number 8. Fuck this list. We ain't doing it anymore.
No, keep going. Number 8.
John Cena when he was a rapper.
That was a fucking great gimmick. That was. He got so over as a fucking heel, it wasn't funny. And
This is true, but
it was good. That was a good gimmick. It's when he turned good, he sucked bad. I gotta say.
Number 7. Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson, Ken Anderson, whichever one you want to go with, it's still the same.
Good mic skills, shitty wrestler.
Number 6. Kurt Angle.
No. Kurt Angle sucks. He can't fucking talk on the fucking mic. People gotta carry him in fucking matches. I don't care what anybody says. He is not the best. He sucks. I've hated Kurt Angle since day one, and I'm so glad they put him in the first match with Taz, and Taz choked the piss out of him and made him lose his fucking, well, he didn't lose the match, but because Taz wouldn't let go. I was so happy when that happened. I hate fucking Kurt Angle.
Number 5. Chris Jericho.
He's the most over...
when he was the rock star. Not when he came back for a little bit, like old Chris Jericho.
When he was Y2J?
Like before
Or
WCW.
WCW.
I guess this one was like WCW push.
Self-righteous honest man.
No, before he became the self-righteous honest man.
JoJo Dillon. Yeah, it was ECW. Oh, he was great in ECW. He sucked in fucking... He sucked in WWE. I don't care. Although I'm glad he was the first person to ever unify the World Heavyweight titles.
Yes. Number 4. The Rock.
The Rock is a good gimmick, but he sucks. I hate the fucking Rock. I wish he would fucking never come back on TV again. Because he's a fucking line-stealing, line-biting, can't come up with his own fucking shit. He could take that, shine it up real nice, stick it sideways, shove it up his own candy ass.
Number 3. I think this should be number 1. That's just my opinion. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
See, no. Great gimmick. He came up with it himself, he did. But no. He sucked. Oh no, when he was a bad guy, yeah, that's the anti...
Yeah,
Yeah. When he first popped out, yes, that was awesome. But when he turned fucking, when everybody started liking him, he sucked balls. I don't care. I'm not a fan of the good guys too much. Not too many good guys. I like the bad guys more than I like the good guys. But Austin is a good guy now.
Number 2. The Undertaker as the Ministry / Lord of Darkness.
No. Good gimmick. It was okay. It was a good gimmick, but no. Undertaker alone is the best gimmick and longest running gimmick aside from Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
Think about
that'd be number 1.
Or maybe possibly even Ric Flair.
Ooh! Number 1
Gimmick?
is shocking. I thought it was gonna be like, yo, like he said Hulk Hogan or something like that. It's actually the NWO.
Which includes Hulk Hogan.
Well, yeah.
Although they're not showing that picture, they're showing fucking when everybody in WCW jumped to the New World Order. Now,
Yeah.
when Hall and Nash first stepped on the scene in WCW, that was the best fucking thing in the world. And then when Hogan joined them at Bash at the Beach, was the fucking best. Those three right there, they should have never done anything different, except maybe with X-Pac or Six, whatever you want, Sean Waltman, and the $1 Million Man. That should have been the New World Order right there, and then maybe brought out Bischoff later on as the man who put it all together. Because it was all former WWF at the time wrestlers, except for Hogan, which was the matriarch at the time of WCW, and had been out for a couple of months, I'm guessing either filming a movie or maybe a knee injury or something stupid. But he was out for a couple of months and returned to stab everybody in the back. That was the best fucking NWO gimmick of all time. Because at the time the internet wasn't really flying. The internet was out and about and everything else, but they didn't have all these spoilers and this and that and everything else at the time. So nobody knew that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash both signed with WCW. Except for WWE. Or RAF at the time. It wasn't out all over the fucking internet or anything like that. So it was good. And it, honest to God, had me believing that WWE, or F at the time, did try to invade WCW. I honestly believed that that was happening. So.
Well, eventually it did. Anyway.
No.
Well,
Vince McMahon in the fight for it.
yeah.
Anyway.
I do have honorable mentions here. I want to go through the list and get your opinion of them.
Okay.
Mr. McMahon, evil billionaire tyrant.
Vince McMahon is one of the best bad guys in the world. Honest, in my opinion.
Undertaker is big evil.
No. Worst gimmick of all time.
Raven, grunge cult leader.
Raven alone. Oh, that's WCW.
Hey, it's just honorable mentions.
That's
all.
WCW. Yeah, the Flock was cool. I liked it because it was you bringing in all ECW wrestlers at the time.
Eve gets slammed on her tits. Beth Phoenix retains. Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat.
No, worst gimmick of all time. Eddie Guerrero in general, worst anything. Except for except for in WCW. He was great in WCW. I hated him in WWE. I don't think they used him right at all.
Kane, mass schizophrenic pyrotechnic.
No.
DX.
Good gimmick, but the only reason why DX came out was because of the New World Order. But if you put them together, DX did a lot more adult shit and was funnier because of that gimmick, degeneration. And it also pushed Triple H right straight up to main event status.
Yes.
Which in all reality, I don't care what anybody says, Triple H and The Undertaker are two of my favorite fucking wrestlers, my two favorite wrestlers of all time.
Edge and Christian, teen surfer idols.
No. Worst gimmick of all time. Funny, but annoying. It just got old quick.
Randy Savage, Macho Man persona.
Which one?
It just says Macho Man persona.
He was the Macho Man the whole time, except for when he was the Macho King.
Okay.
When he thought he was the king shit and all that back in the 80s, yeah, he was good. Even when he was the Macho King, he was good. When he hit WCW, forget it. He died.
Hulk Hogan, American hero.
Hulk Hogan was a great gimmick. He was marketable, and that's about all it was. I hated Hulk Hogan until he joined the New World Order.
So
I always hated Hogan because no matter what it was, he always got away with. He was one of the biggest cheaters in wrestling. If you look back at all these matches, if somebody used the chair and the ref didn't see it, I don't know where Hogan would get the chair and freaking hit him. Or Hogan would get the chair and all of a sudden he's fucking hulking up. I hated fucking Hulk Hogan. Hated him. And I don't like him now either. But for some reason he still puts asses in the seats.
And that's all that matters.
And why do you think in WCW, in all reality, why do you think in WCW that they brought Roddy Piper in so many motherfucking times? It wasn't just a feud with Hulk Hogan. Because Piper couldn't wrestle to save his life anymore either at the time. It was because Piper puts asses in the seats. Simple. Go ahead.
Hollywood Hogan, NWO leader.
I think that was his best gimmick of all time. Because I've never seen him as a heel. I know he was when he originally first started in wrestling. He was Terry Bollea. He was a heel. The gimmick wasn't getting over because he was a heel when he filmed Rocky III. He wasn't over, and they came up with this Hulkamania thing, and that's when he went over, and he was everybody's fucking idol, every little kid's idol, and I just loved it when he smashed everybody's dreams. Like I said, I'm a bad guy. I love the bad guys. I'm a huge heel fan. I also like, Randy Orton, He's like on the fence. I liked Austin because he was on the fence. I liked Austin before everybody else did. I loved how they threw garbage at Hogan. I thought it was the best fucking thing in the world. Greg, I've been watching wrestling 27 years now. So, I mean, there's some things I do forget, but I loved the Ultimate Warrior. Don't like what he did. He couldn't wrestle to save his life, but shit. Motherfucker run around, fucking do a couple power slams, fucking done. You know, I always liked the Ultimate Warrior. I'm surprised they didn't put Sting Crow fucking persona in it. Oh, it isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get through the lid. I thought
No.
you were at the bottom. I'm sorry.
Mankind, deranged bum.
I liked Mankind, the original Mankind. I like Cactus Jack better.
Yeah,
Dude
Cactus
Love?
Jack.
Dude Love sucked.
That was-
Cactus Jack in WCW and ECW, or NWA maybe even at the time, but not fucking anything having, after Mankind, not having anything to do with fucking WWE ever. Yeah.
LAX.
No, worst gimmick ever.
Okay. Sting, the Crow.
That catapulted Sting to freaking status is beyond what he was already at, and I think that was the best thing that they could have done for him. But I like the Joker Sting better.
Oh yeah, that's hysterical. Every so often I tune into TNA Impact. It's
That's the only reason why I've been watching fucking Impact was to watch fucking Sting. I swear to God. Neither one of them could fucking hold their match, because I watched some of the video of it. That's why they build it as a fight. Because both of them have to be carried in their own matches, which is pretty fucking sad. But then again, look at all the shit they did over the last 30 years.
yeah. Edge as the rated R superstar.
I liked him better as the Enigma. The original Enigma, not Jeff Hardy's Enigma. When he didn't talk, he came in through the crowd. He was very mysterious, but he wrestled. He was good then. Rated R superstar, I don't think he's got any good mic skills whatsoever. Granted, it catapulted him to the fucking world heavyweight title, but I never liked Edge. I liked him in the Brood with Christian and Gangrel. I liked it, but that's it. I never liked Edge after that. I always turned the TV off whenever I heard him, so I found him very, very annoying.
That's pretty bad, Nathan, Dave. That's funny. Scott Hall, drunk.
Worst gimmick ever.
Okay.
Seriously, worst gimmick ever. Because you know what? He probably really was drunk, unfortunately.
John Bradshaw Layfield.
Worst gimmick ever again. I liked him as APA. He's just a fucking rough and tumble fucking person. He's not fucking, he doesn't belong on the microphone. He doesn't fucking belong fucking wearing a fucking suit. Granted, fucking great fucking financial mind. I mean, he did make fucking millions through the stock market and shit, but they should have never portrayed that out on television. They should have kept him as just a rough and tumble fucking guy, bodyguard. He was never world champion status as far as I'm concerned, and that's it.
Bryan Danielson when he was American Dragon, aka Daniel Bryan.
Not a big fan of Daniel Bryan. I don't remember him as American Dragon, so.
Beautiful people. As they said, arrogant blonde Barbie dolls.
That was a good gimmick, but now if you notice, fucking Cody Rhodes is doing that.
Yeah, this is true. And plus, pretty much all the, I guess, what is it called, knockouts in TNA can wrestle. Especially,
Most of them, anyway.
I've seen Velvet Sky back in her indie days as Talia Madison wrestle. The bitch can wrestle.
You know what? If you go to fucking Justin Kirtle's Hardcore House show, this last week, he's the one that got her into fucking wrestling. They were friends growing up. Because she's originally from Waterbury, Connecticut.
Yes, she is.
And
Yeah,
she went to an indie show with him, and she liked it so much that he hooked her up with the school, or the guy that trained her.
Jason F. and Knight.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, Randy Orton as the Legend Killer.
Yes, I liked it. I liked Randy Orton as a bad guy no matter what it was. Because you wanted to hate him so fucking bad. But I liked Randy Orton. I didn't like him when he was a good guy. I liked him when he got hurt and they were doing all these video things of him. Oh, my healing's going great and thanks for all the thousands of letters, da 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 da. And he became fucking legend killer and that was great. Now if you notice, they brought back somewhat of a legend killer and they were trying, I forgot who they were using as that. Oh, fucking Jericho. You know? They're trying to reuse the fucking gimmick with another wrestler. And with Jericho it just didn't work. I don't think Jericho is... WWE killed Jericho, unfortunately. So. And we killed the fucking first hour already, dude. This is fucking wild.
Yeah.
Shit. It's not fucking bad, man. So. What else we got?
That was it.
Let's jump into a quick music break. We haven't played music on here. God knows how long.
Let me see what I can rustle up here. Well, we did play a music video from these people earlier tonight. And that's got me in a bit of a metal mood.
Does it?
Let's play like one of the first Kalima songs we played on here.
Ever.
Taking the Crown.
Taking the Crown. That's when they had a singer.
And then followed up by another heavy metal band that I like, but I do not believe is together anymore.
Yes. You looking for Tuesdays?
Yes.
Yes, they just played last night at fucking Frake Street, Gallery, in Waterbury.
I would have so missed NEFW to go see that.
They just played last night. With Kalima, actually.
Holy crap, I gotta find out when their friggin', next show is.
Most of the time, they usually play the stage with Kalima, most of the time.
And this is my favorite song by Tuesdays with Maury. Whoa, Miss Slippery.
Right here to Lurch Downline Broadcast. Back with Lurch's Rectal Cavity.
And ask DIUTV.
And ask DIUTV. Yes, we got 6 questions. I almost forgot about that. And we're back right here on
Yes,
the
we
Shop Live
are.
broadcast. We had Kali Mao taking the crown and Justice Mori with what? Whoa, 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 Miss Lippy?
Yes.
Nazi fucking Nazi.
Oi, oi, oi.
No, anyway. Yeah, so, I guess you know what time it is.
Yes. It is time for. Come on, we did this bit last week.
I know.
Okay, let's try this again. It is time for Lurch's Weekly Rectal Cavity, where I pick something or someone out of the week that was a complete asshole and I rant about it.
Or, you know, about Lurch. What do you got, Lurch?
Or not.
What do we got?
I don't have one. But I have a reason why. Because something happened and I'm actually in a good mood. And here's why. I don't know how to say this in the right words, so I'm just going to be blunt and say it. I have a girlfriend. Yes, Dave, she knows this.
Yes, and she is alive. I've met her. No, I haven't met her yet. My girlfriend knows her. They went to school together.
Yeah, but before she's 35, because we all know that.
Or you know.
But she prefers to be called a minx. But,
A
yeah.
what?
A minx.
M-I-N-X?
Yeah.
Mother in Naked Extremes?
Sure, I guess that works. No, I guess it's an animal or something.
Yeah, but
It's a long story behind that. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah.
Attention restaurant customers.
Yeah, as of Friday, I've officially became unsingle. And she makes a banging pasta sauce. Went back to her place after the wrestling event Saturday. She made me pasta, homemade sauce, and bought me Oktoberfest. I was very happy. And then we made breakfast together this morning, because that's what stereotypical couples do.
you made breakfast this morning?
Yes, we made
Is
breakfast.
that
together.
another word for fucking sex?
No, we made breakfast. We tried to make omelets, but I added too much milk to the eggs, so it was more like scrambled eggs with a bunch of ham and cheese, which was delicious. Home fries, and yeah, it was really good breakfast. And she bought me coffee too, because she doesn't drink coffee, so she brought coffee for when I come over. So yeah, I picked a winner.
So
yeah,
have you gotten to the part where
You never go last to math.
I'm gonna stay silent on that.
Tank, you got a rectal cavity?
No, not really, not this week.
Wow.
Surprisingly. I've been in a good mood all week, so.
To be honest with you, I really don't either. Oh, well, no, I could say this. Dumb bitch that we're doing a job for through Sears. Dumb bitch. She's trying to be the contractor on the fucking job, where she has no construction experience whatsoever. And so she has no idea what the hell's going on, and all the other subs are fucking taking advantage of that and pawning everything else on me. So, actually, maybe I should say all the other subs. You guys are assholes. Lurch. So when you were with your old lady this weekend,
Yes.
did she scream?
Oh my
sure she wasn't screaming?
Oh, my kidney!
Did you guys get down to?
No.
How about? Did you sing this to her?
No lie, I was tempted to Friday night for karaoke. No lie. Think of it, she's dating me, so she kind of can put up with my shenanigans.
I don't know.
No, I actually did sing her Friday night. Though.
Now, is she?
Come back, you fat-bearded bitch!
No.
I don't run out of bucket.
All joking and sound clips aside, she's a very, very nice woman. She has,
When you were with her, did you scream? What? Stifler's mom.
Yeah, she knows the chicken of the sea is tuna. She's a very, very smart woman. Very smart.
How about? Did she know this about you?
I desperately want to make love to a schoolboy.
Or after she had sex with you, did you hear this sound?
I hope she's not watching right now. I think she might break up with me.
You should go.
Okay, shut up, Take. You met her. You know she's a nice lady.
No. Well, what's the other sound
Lurch,
clip you used to
You
have?
sure that when you guys weren't doing it, she didn't go?
I'm not discussing what happens behind closed doors. That's all I'm saying with that. You can play a million sound clips at once.
What? While you were fucking her, did you hear this at all?
Okay, anyway, that's enough now. We were all really excited about this, and we're making a huge joke out of it right now. Come on.
Hey Derek, you know what's always good for shoulder pain? What? If you lick my butthole.
Snap!
After you fucked, did she say this?
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Okay, anyway, let's go to Ask the IU TV.
All right, our brand new segment. We haven't done it in a couple weeks because we haven't had the questions. If you want to take part in this, go to diutv.com, which you should be already on it, but click on Ask DIUTV, and you can ask myself, Lurch, White Cheddar, or click everybody, and you can ask us any question on any subject whatsoever. Lurch, one more quick thing. You know, when you guys were getting naked and stuff, did you scream this?
He found Captain Winky!
Okay, I just had to get that in there because I saw it in the chat room.
I know.
Anyway, fortunately for us, all these questions are actually directed to Lurch.
Oh, what the fuck?
We got 6 questions, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are from females, 2 are from males.
You know, I'm gonna wear my shades for this one. Why? I don't know.
Oh boy, you really are gay. I don't even wear sunglasses anymore. On the show. First question is from Tracy, and no, it is not my girlfriend. Her name is spelled differently. She's from Connecticut, and she says, Lurch, if you can get away with one illegal act, what would it be?
We all know that one. Do I really have to answer?
I thought you were gonna incorporate a couple of them into one illegal act. Like rob a money truck by blowing it up and hope that your stepmonster's in the back with it.
No, that's take.
Oh. There goes the first question shot down.
No, if you know me, you know what I do. So let's just admit that.
This one's from Erica. Next one, Erica from Connecticut, and again to Lurch. All these questions are to Lurch, and everybody's from Connecticut. When you signed up for the Air Force, were you a part of the don't ask, don't tell policy? Maybe she meant the probably right. Did you take part in the don't ask, don't tell policy?
No, I did not.
So if they asked, you told.
No, I wasn't gay, because,
Oh, he wasn't gay then, he's gay now, though.
You can't blatantly ask the question. I mean, it's not like you're probably even going to watch the show back or something serious.
Here's a weird question. From Mary. Lurch, why is the sun hot?
Well, Mary, to answer your question, 50% of me is made from the sun. Need I say more?
The other 50% ran down his mother's leg. If you didn't hear that, the other 50% ran down his mother's leg, which tags on to, I believe, last week or the week before, that's where the rest of them wasn't born. Pay attention. Sometimes our shows lead into each other. Next one is from Emily. This one's funny. Do you really like grannies? Because if you do, you're fucking sick.
Well, we've all had those nights at the bar where we're hitting on a nice, mature woman who seems to be in their mid-40s or something. And it turns out she had like a kid when she was in high school, and that said kid now has a kid because they kind of followed in their mother's footsteps. So.
I don't know about you, that's never happened to me.
So much for a Jungle Recon reference. Check out Action Figure Therapy. Shameless plug.
Yeah. Next one is from a guy named Sean, ironically. Why is the world round?
You know, that is legitimately a good question. The world is round because when God created Earth, He had a thing for nice, round, supple boobs. Hence, a round Earth.
So you believe in fiction too, then?
I don't know, I thought it was a creative answer.
Okay. Last but not least, this is from John from Connecticut. Do you ever get tired of being gay?
I'm not gay, John.
Apparently, the answer is yes. Since you got a girlfriend. Apparently, the answer is yes.
Anyway, to answer Designated Dave's question, Lurch, if you were still single, do you have a max age limit? Yes, I do. I try to cut it off at like early 40s. So.
But it'll accept anything above, too.
'Cause, you know, I mean, I know women who are like, 46, 47, that look pretty damn good. Not as good looking as my girlfriend, though.
Which, if you want to see a picture of her, go to mugshots.com. or still alive and kicking at thenursinghome.com. Oh, shnikes, man. I can't believe we blew through all those fucking questions that quick.
Yeah.
What do we got for an update besides mayonnaise?
Unless Designated Dave beats me to it. Nothing right now.
Okay. Anyway, We got, ooh, this one's a pretty long one too. We'll do the short one, and then we'll do the long one. Lurch's preferences. The short one, then the long one.
I know, I chose to ignore it.
Yeah, chose to ignore it. We got hot chicks in bikinis love Hummers. And then, I think, Lurch's newest favorite one, Honey Badger Blood Orgy.
Yes!
We'll be right back here on the Lurch Down Live broadcast.
On TIU TV.
Check it out.
Yeah, I ran over that little pansy's ninja gay pad or whatever the hell it is. That's what you get for parking in the spot closest to the pool in our apartment complex. Everyone knows that's my spot. Go chain that lame-ass scooter up to a bike rack or something where it belongs. I don't drive a Hummer for nothing. I drive one because it's awesome, and I'm awesome. And I want chicks in bikinis to see how awesome I look in it, and then have sex in awesome ways in my awesome Hummer that just so happens to be canary yellow and covered with lightning bolt tiger stripes all over it. I like that Captain Crybaby thinks he's gonna take some kind of revenge on me. What's he gonna do? Swing a bunch of sticks chained together at me? Or come at me with a pair of those dumb, oversized rotisserie chicken skewers I always see him twirling around in the common area in the mornings? Come get me, dude. You know where I am. I live right above you in apartment 4C, and I'm currently making your ceiling shake, getting on with two slutty estheticians who live down the hall and who saw me rock pretty much the most badass cannonball ever off the top of my H2 this afternoon. Oh, that happened to be parked on top of your crappy two-wheeled tricycle. Also, you know that stupid sacred bonsai tree growing out of the side of the rock face overlooking the ocean that you're always visiting and watering and praying to? Yeah, I blew that shit up last Thursday. Maybe if you fill the crater with your tears, it'll grow back and magic you a new moped or something. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go wax my ride, and then go wax some more hot ass. Peace.
I don't know what your problem is. I am a reasonable man. We just live in an unreasonable world sometimes. For the last 2 weeks, my wife has been bitching and complaining that the neighbor behind us' dogs are barking at night and keeping her up. And I told her, hey, I'm not the ASPCA. If these yahoos want to turn their backyard into white trash wild kingdom, so be it. I spend most of my life traveling to far-flung, pain-in-the-ass third-world shitholes just to defend these idiots' rights to be goddamn morons. So then I'm home last Sunday night trying to watch a movie with my kids, and sure as shit the neighbor's dogs start barking, and it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. And then my wife comes in the living room all worked up saying how her prized Himalayan cat Mr. Whiskers is missing. I told her to calm down and that it's not a big deal. She says that it is a big deal because her and Mr. Whiskers watch Sex and the City DVDs on her computer every Saturday night in bed, and that he never misses an episode. By the way, I'm pretty sure Mr. Whiskers is gay. I'm just saying. I tell my old lady that he probably snuck outside earlier when I was bringing in the groceries, and that he'll be back in the morning. No big deal. And then she starts crying and carrying on about how Mr. Whiskers is an indoor cat and he can't survive in the wild. Jesus Christ. I tell her that if she quits belly aching, I'll take a look outside and see if I can find him. So I go out in the backyard and I hear a bunch of growling and snarling coming over the back wall. I take a peek on the other side, and sure as shit, I see Mr. Whiskers in the neighbor's backyard. And then I see like 10 or 12 of the biggest goddamn pit bulls I've ever seen surrounding him about to go in for the kill. Turns out my dick-shitting hillbilly neighbors are running some type of illegal fighting dog puppy mill right next to us, and Mr. Whiskers has just wandered into the center of a canine shitstorm. I hop the back wall, scoop up the furry little homo, and then all the dogs really start going ape shit. Just then our neighbor comes out his back door and starts hollering about how I'm trespassing and how I'm about to be in a world of pain. Why do douchebags always say that? I laugh because even though I'm holding the world's gayest cat, I know I'm about 2 seconds away from whipping out my Gerber tactical knife and turning this guy's prized leg humpers into a set of new seat covers and car bra for my minivan. I tell the guy to just call his dogs off and we'll call it even for the night, and he tells me to go fuck myself. I tell him if he keeps pushing it, not only am I going to butt fuck his soul, I'm going to do it while giving him a reach around with a pair of rusty pliers. And again, he tells me to go fuck myself. So I say, alright, you human colostomy bag, get ready to meet Stanley. Stanley is my pet African honey badger that I rescued from a Janjaweed training camp outside of Darfur back in '04. The Janjaweed, the inhuman cock guzzlers that they are, trapped Stanley as a baby and kept him around the camp chained to a log so they could kick him and put cigarettes out on him for fun. They also forced him to fight dangerous animals from the region for their pleasure and to place bets on. And Stanley never lost a fight. On the night of the raid, when I freed him from his chains, he took off through the camp and bit the dick off of every one of those heartless sons of bitches. And their horses, and their children, and their horses' children. And he never looked back. He's been with me ever since. Spends most of the day sleeping under our house. He refuses to eat anything except coffee grounds and beef jerky, Slim Jims in particular. And he chain smokes like a fiend. Camels, unfiltered. He gets along great with my kids and my family, and he doesn't look for trouble. But when trouble comes looking for him, that's a whole nother story. And there Stanley was, perched atop that 8-foot block wall, just 42 pounds of pure, unadulterated hatred and nicotine, ready to unleash his fury. And before you can say, I'm gonna gouge out your eyes and then shit in your eye sockets, Stanley leaps off the wall, grabs the first mutt that comes at him, pins it to the concrete, gouges out its eyes, and then shits directly into its eye sockets. And then it got ugly. The next 15 minutes were a veritable blood orgy. Stanley took on wave after wave of surly pit bull, 2, 3, 4 at a time, slashing with his claws and gnashing with his razor-sharp teeth, dispatching one after another straight to doggy hell, his golden fur caked in their blood, brains, and entrails. Near the end of the battle, as a last-ditch effort, my neighbor punches some numbers into the security keypad of this oversized tool shed with the name Lucifer painted on the side and releases the biggest goddamn dog I've ever seen in my life. This thing stood over 5 feet tall, weighed over 250 pounds, and had a giant 2-foot swastika shaved onto each side of its back. Lucifer leapt out of the shed and made straight for Stanley. Without skipping a beat, Stanley snapped the neck and ripped the head off of the nearest pit bull at its feet, and then worked up his little badger boner and stuck the severed head onto the end of it. As Lucifer pounced, aiming his bear trap-sized jaws at Stanley's jugular, Stanley performed a spin kick, knocking the dog's legs out from under him. Then Stanley pounced on Lucifer's back and penetrated him from behind, wearing one of the monster's own cohort's severed heads, tongue still wiggling in its mouth, and fucked him in the ass. Lucifer let out a yelp that could have raised Lazarus himself from the dead. The dickhead neighbor falls to the ground, weeping into his hands, gold chains, and Undertaker tank top. And Stanley just stands there, thrusting and thrusting and thrusting, literally raping Lucifer to death. Right before Stanley climaxed, he pulled back, yanked the severed head off of his cock, and bukkakied my neighbor's face, covering him in a deluge of honey badger semen and pit bull blood and tears. It was the most amazing goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. And from what I hear, after all is said and done, the neighbor douchebag had a nervous breakdown and is still being treated in a Navy mental hospital just outside of 29 Palms. It just goes to show, don't mess with a man's faggoty cat or be prepared to reap the whirlwind of pain and despair that comes along with it. Rangers lead the way, Honey Badger FTW.
And we're back. We are back. You're gonna hear the end of the thing. There it goes.
Before we went up there, I got the text from Cheddar. Apparently he has a stomach virus and or a cold, and he's kind of laid up in bed right now, so get well soon, Cheddar.
Yes, get well soon.
You know,
hope he did good at his battle. I'm sure he did. Battles.
I saw some posts, I guess, he, pretty much slayed the competition, but that's just what I saw on Facebook, so. I think Donnie Menace put something out. Let me check here. Oh, but I heard Cheddar was eating tonight at Right to Brag 5.
I'm sure he was. And I may seem biased or anything like that. I may seem biased, maybe I am a little bit, but I've watched quite a few of these battles going on and shit like that, and Cheddar is a beast, and you're gonna need somebody like Donnie Menace or a lot of the guys over at A-Hat to knock him down.
Yeah.
in all honesty, I'm not trying to be biased, but I mean, a lot of guys did their thing, but Cheddar, I think, is going to be the man that is the measuring stick. So, but get well, Cheddar.
Well, I'm hoping to see who I think Cheddar will, if he battles this one person, it'd be a great battle. If he battles Trey.
Could be a good one.
Like, I will definitely make any time, if that happens, I will definitely make any time in the world to see that. Or hell, even Ill.
Ill would be a good one, but I don't think they could battle each other. I think they're too good of friends to. I don't know. So, what do we got going now?
I don't know, what about the top 10 list, guys? You know what I mean? We do a couple here and there, but it used to be like popular. It's just, I pulled out things to top 10 search for.
We kind of did, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we've done wrestling countless times.
Yo, we've done music countless
Done
times.
music countless times.
Movies countless times.
I don't know.
I got it.
What?
Because we were talking about these before the show. Let's see. They have top 10. You know, we've never done that one. Top 10 alcoholic drinks. I was gonna do top 10.
We've done beers and shit. Yeah, we've never done mixed drinks, right?
Yeah, I was gonna do top 10 cigars, but that's more fun.
Alcoholic drinks.
Yes.
Sure.
See, top 10 best alcoholic drink beverages in the world.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the show at Venue on November 12th has been canceled due to ADP's work schedule. So stay tuned. I'm sure there will be a show eventually where you can see Lurch perform. Until then, you have to wait till there's 2 new songs come out, which is my fault right now because I really haven't had time to work on them yet. But I will get them done within the next week or so. And possibly, I don't know if Lurch is okay with it, we'll post it up on the DIU Media Reverb Nation page.
Hell yeah.
And of course, you will see a cartoonish video for one of the songs. That's just the nature now. Especially with your Kesha remix.
Which they still haven't figured out an exact name for it.
Which, yeah, right now that's why we're just calling it the Kesha remix. I already got some freaking ideas brewing with that son bitch, and I'll tell you something. The more shit I can do on this Go Animate now, fucking hilarious, dude. Hilarious. Especially now. Should we make this small announcement now? About February 26th, our 50th episode. I've already talked to a few people about it already, and they're down. So, should we just make the announcement and then we schedule it as it goes?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, over the week so far, we've been talking about it for the past month or so, you know, off camera and shit, and actually we've talked about it on camera, a little bit. We actually came up with the idea on camera. February 26th, 2012 is our 150th episode of the Lurch and Dom Live broadcast. And we're transforming the show that night into what I've dubbed now Lurch's Nutcracking. Mainly because he's been kicked in the nuts so many times that that's not going to happen on this show. Well, maybe not. He will be medically cleared hopefully by then. And we've picked on him since day one of this show. And he's been a very good sport about it. So, decided to roast him. And I think we're going to keep the name Lurch's Nutcracking on the Lurch Now Live broadcast. Where we're going to have somewhat of like a Comedy Central setup roast of Lurch. Or Nutcracking of Lurch. And I've already spoke to 3 people that we've talked to, 2 people so far, that we've talked to, or talked about roasting you. And they're down. I believe we're going to try to hold it at the Garden Center, because down here there's not enough room to get a crowd in here. We'll set up an event page soon, and I'm going to talk to the other people to roast him. Maybe 5 roasters in all, possibly 6. We'll see how it goes. And of course, I will be the master of ceremonies for that. And hopefully everybody tunes in. So February 26th, our 150th episode will be Lurch's Nutcracking. And I'm sure we'll follow that up with future episodes of the Lurch Down Live broadcast with Dom's Nutcracking, White Cheddar's Nutcracking, and possibly even the man himself, Tank's Nutcracking, which he's never on camera, so we'll see.
I don't think people know what I look like.
Not anymore. You used to be on camera quite a bit. So we're definitely we're putting that together, and it should be a very, very funny show.
It will be.
So stay tuned for that. For more information on that as we develop it. I've already started working on my own little bit of material to bust his balls. A little bit, because as the host, you kind of have to go with that. Now granted, you're going to hear a lot of gay terminology and this and that. I urge anybody who's going to be roasting Lurch to kind of steer away from that, even though that's the basis of him on this show. But be creative. Kind of like the rap battles, where you hear the same fucking lines over and over and over again. Be creative.
Yeah, because keep in mind, you know, we will be running sound, so if it's kind of like the same stuff over and over again, we still have the power to cut your mic.
Yes, it will be fully mic'd. We're going to set up the whole fucking thing. Again, we'll be at the Garden Center. The Garden Center will be closed at the time, so we will have a big open area to do that at. Just got to make sure that the internet connection is going to be good there again. Which I think if we set up in, not where we normally set up, but if we set up closer, like around the registers, I think that's our best bet to set up there, and that's us.
And since we're making announcements here on the show tonight, for anyone that kind of has been paying attention or knows me pretty well,
Oh boy.
I've had a shit ton of ideas for songs. Because I'm pretty much, as I described last week when we were talking about it, my genre of music is called shit hop. It's either a randomosity of commercialized music I come up with, and every so often it's something I write off the top of my head that actually kind of sounds catchy. You know, like sex, drugs, and alcohol. And, you know...
Nice.
1 for 3! Go ahead.
I've had a lot of ideas, I just haven't had to sit down time to write. I'm thinking end of January, beginning of February, I'm going to drop something called Lurch, Fuck Being a Butler, which is going to be a title of a mixtape. Just for ha-has, you know, I mean, 3 people could download it and I'd be happy as a pig in shit. You know, but just for ha-has, because I mean, we've had some songs that have been pretty catchy that people do find entertaining. You know, well actually, the first 2 everyone found entertaining, you know, especially, you know, White Cheddar, he freaking loves my music, which, you know, the greatest compliment in the world to me, if you ask me. But yeah, that's pretty much the name of the mixtape. I'm going to call it Lurch, Fuck Being a Butler, you know, a little play on words there.
Well, duh. What? Duh. Anyway, that's gonna be, yeah, Just need a few more songs for that. A small EP mixtape.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do like, you know, FTI does and like 27 songs on one CD. You know, maybe like 7 to 10 or so.
If that, I would probably guess more to the 7 mark than that, but we'll see.
Yeah, but anyway, Thursday did want to entertain the masses here, and I found top 10 mixed drinks, and they have links so I can upload the page. I don't know what is in it. So we're gonna start with number 10.
Okay.
So I have to look this one up. It's called a Brass Monkey.
Brass Monkey, what is it?
40 ounce malt liquor and orange juice. Well, okay then. Number 9, Jello shots. Simple. Vodka plus Jello mix equals Jello shots. Number 8, Jaeger bomb. Simple. Monster plus Jaeger. Jaeger bomb.
Not always. The original Jaeger bomb was Red Bull.
Oh, really?
Red Bull was the first energy drink out, so they used to mix the Red Bull. And it still is considered Jaeger bomb is Red Bull, not any other energy drink.
Oh, okay. What number is this? Number 7. Hop, skip, and get naked. Apparently, it's 1 handle of cheap-ass gin, 12-pack of cheap-ass beer, 2 frozen cans of pink lemonade. Mix all ingredients in a cooler and enjoy. The pink lemonade hides the terrible taste of the cheap gin and the cheap beer. Well, okay then.
When you're done with that, I got 2 very good names for mixed drinks, courtesy of UrbanDictionary.com.
Number 6, Mai Tai.
Yeah, that's like a real fruity drink, I think.
Yeah. Number 5,
All of which I have never drank.
Kamikaze.
I've had those. Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, vodka,
You-
triple second lime juice.
You wake up, you have enough of those, you wake up not remembering a goddamn thing, feeling like you were kamikaze into a building or something.
Number 4,
Yeah.
Sex on the Beach.
Yeah, that's another fruity drink.
Oh, well, I just see Fine Print's top 10 summer drink recipes. Well, up to you, Lois, for not being directed there. Number 3, Long Island iced tea.
Those will fuck you up in a heartbeat too.
Number 2, Mojito. Number 1, Rum and Coke.
Rum and Coke. Better than that, Dr. Pepper and rum. Yes.
This I gotta look up what a God's Fist.
God's Fist. Well, while you're looking that up, I went on UrbanDictionary.com and typed in mixed drink names. The first one that pops up is called the Wet Pussy. And it is a mixed drink or cocktail containing half Malibu spiced rum with tequila rose, half each, served over ice, also referred to as WP. Number 2, deer piss. A shot similar to a Jaeger bomb, but made with Jim Beam's Red Stag and Red Bull instead of Jaeger.
That actually sounds delicious.
And Jim Beam's Red Stag is actually Kid Rock's sponsor.
Yes. And it's actually actually a very good beverage.
Of course, you got the Orgasm. That's not the King's Cup. I don't know. But those 2 first ones popped up, so I figured I'd say those 2. And other than that, they're not really showing me things. So, if you want to laugh your ass off, just type in different shit in UrbanDictionary.com, and you can find some funny ass shit. So, anyway. Well, what else you got? Anything good? 'Cause I hate this part of the show. The last half hour, we always fucking drag. We always fucking, See, I miss White Cheddar. He brings the show together.
Yeah. I went on the Urban Dictionary and
You hear that, Cheddar? I miss you.
well, I went on the Urban Dictionary and just for ha-has, I typed in designated Dave,
Yes.
and it actually came up with something.
Okay.
The designated driver during a binge or pub crawl. Used in a sentence, Bob was designated Dave. He wasn't allowed to drink, and we all puked in his car.
No, see, well, okay, the sentence wrong, but designated Dave is allowed to drink, he just chooses not to drink.
Well, yeah.
Yes. I still like my definition.
What?
Type in Dom. Urban Dominic. Second one, I believe it is. No. Yeah, Dominic. Usually it goes by Dom. A guy the girls want. Not afraid to knock a motherfucker out. Badass guy that everyone wants to be friends with. He is a badass. Loves to get fucked up, used to. Well, actually I can't say that. I do love to, but I don't do it anymore. Parties hard. Did that. Never remembers important events. That happened. Very true at the time. Likes to camp and go to the river. Doesn't bother him to pay for things, which is true. Major biter of lips next, leaves hickeys, usually tattoos. Usually has tattoos. Yep. So, that is actually me to a T about 10 years ago.
Well, I typed in Sean. That's because my actual name, because Lurch was just all about all giant jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are kind of funny. The first one is used to define huge sarcastic assholes that end up becoming amazingly sweet. Sean's know how exactly to piss you off and 5 seconds later have you cracking up. Huge jerks, but gotta love them. Number 3. This one I like. 1. To laugh a lot. 2. To make sexual innuendos. 3. Witty. If anyone knows me, I make a lot of sexual innuendos.
That's spelled right?
Yeah, that's how he spells it.
There we go. Now, I typed in Tank's real name, but I'm not going to say it over the air because he's only known as Tank on the show. Typed in your name into the Urban Dictionary. And the first definition was just your name in a sentence, just saying Greek in origin.
Okay.
Alright, number 2, second definition is the most beautiful boy in existence. Has stunning eyes that make your heart fall through the floor when they crinkle with his perfect smile.
Oh, wow.
I think Lurch wrote this definition for you.
I think he did.
Yeah, I think this girlfriend thinks a cover up. Loves to drive the girls crazy. Easy to fall in love with. Hard to figure out. Tall, skinny guy, a sex crave for sure. Oh, you're not that skinny.
I'm not skinny.
Love
I'm not skinny at
Type
all.
in Philip.
Oh,
I want to see what my cousin is about.
Philip, the sexiest man on earth. Usually really smart and quick-witted.
Yup.
Do I really have to read the next sentence?
You did 2 L's or 1 L?
1 L.
His name is LL.
Oh,
Known as the coolest kid in the world to males. An absolute stud who has the best body around the females. No. Greek god of sex. Why? What's the 1 L?
yeah, you can read that.
Sexiest man on earth, usually really smart, quick-witted. Phillips usually have enormous dicks and make love quite well. They can do things in the bed that no other people can do. They are jacked beyond belief, which he is not.
That's
way off from him.
Yeah.
An attractive young man who knows what to say to win a heart. No. Completely stunning guy, dashingly handsome. He's the most wonderful person you'll ever meet. Nope. Tall, cute, skinny. Nope.
He's short and fat.
Ah, man. He's a short, fat, jolly guy. You put a Santa hat on him, he looks like a garden gnome from fucking, what are those fucking travel commercials? Travelocity?
Yes, yes.
Travelocity. That's Phil in a nutshell.
He's very much fun to party with.
Yes.
And if you're good friends with him and your beer is almost empty, it magically becomes filled again.
Did you look up Godfist?
No, I couldn't find it.
Let's see what it says in the Urban Dictionary. God's fist. A sexual maneuver in which a partner fists a girl in both holes at the same time, then pounds his fists together from inside. God, in this situation is whoever does the deed. After all, who else? Who the fuck else could manage to do such a thing?
Oh. Listen, if you could get your whole fist up a woman's vagina,
gross.
There's a problem.
Gross.
Especially my fist is a pretty decent size. I mean, if I could get that up there, there's a problem.
Oh. There's actually nothing here, so.
Yeah. Oh my god. You know, I've been really hungry throughout the whole show, and now I've lost my fucking appetite.
Why?
Hearing about that. Ugh, nasty. Dane finds it funny because he knows there's a lot of pain involved, and he just loves causing pain. So.
I don't think anybody else would like to, would want to fish you. Oh. That was just disgusting. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, next week, hopefully the return to white cheddar. I say that every week. But get well, Cheddar. It's all good, man. Do what you gotta do. For you wrestling fans out there, Orton just beat Rhodes, and as the Deacon has says, Cowboy Orton defeated Dusty Rhodes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you don't watch wrestling. So, anyway.
Google it.
Google it, bitch. We were gonna play a couple more, but we can save the fucking last. We can save these action figure therapies for next week. Make sure you get your questions in for SDIUTV. I think if you want to. You don't even have to put your real name in there. You can just put anything you want.
Stop asking me gay shit.
I'd appreciate it if you do write what state you're coming from, because we just want to know where our viewer area is from, because I don't check any stats on the website or anything like that. It's just too much like work. And stay tuned for more information on Lurch's nutcracking and the release of Lurch's mixtape.
Fuck being a butler.
Fuck being a butler. We'll have a few more songs for you next week. Hopefully by next week we can debut the finished product of one of your songs.
Yes, that would be
At least one of them. Off the air, I'll ask you which one you want coming first. And then possibly the week after that, the debut of the cartoon video. If I have time to do it. Sounds like fucking, we should start calling him fucking Wheezy over there instead.
Me?
Yeah, those things make a whistling noise.
It does.
I know, it's annoying. To me, like when I was doing it, it was annoying. So, anyway, make sure again, check out the fucking Rusty Razor podcast, whether live or not live, identityofdesignateddave.com. Check out all Big Bar Radio shows, especially the gospel, because you never know what's going to happen with that show. Check out Just Incredible's Hardcore House Show, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. JustinTV.org.com? Or is it .tv?
I think it's Justin.tv.
Alright, Justin.tv / Peter Polacco 1. This past week he talked pretty in depth about the whole ESPN thing with Scott Hall. Very good show, very interactive. If you're in the chat room and you ask a question, he will answer your question. He gets to probably about 75% of the questions that are asked. He's answered mine countless times. And do check out Chair Shot Reality. I do like that show. Again, we have nothing to do with WrestleZone.com, but that's actually my favorite site to get wrestling news. And I enjoy that show. They're on their 100th episode, and they're doing 7 parts. So the first 3 we played before this broadcast. The next 4, just check them out, man. Like them on Facebook and all that shit. And make sure you check out Action Figure Therapy on Facebook or actionfiguretherapy.com. Some of the funniest fucking videos that we got that I've seen in a while. I never realized that G.I. Joe could be sexually oriented in that way. But it's funny.
Bear stickers.
Go to diutv.com if you're not on it already. Click free downloads. You can download 5 mixtapes, I think it is. Not 100% sure. I guess we found God's Fist Directions.
Yes, it's 1.5 part Bacardi Silver, 1.5 Bacardi Dark, 1.5 rum, splash of Midori, melon, splash of banana schnapps, splash of peach, splash of orange juice, cranberry juice, pineapple juice, shake, top off with 151, drink through straw, stir halfway, take your time drinking oil, knock you on your ass. That just sounds painful.
That sounds like, with all those juices in there, that just sounds like a fucking case of the runs happening. Seriously, think about it.
Yeah, I want to think about it. Figure we're talking about the God's Fist. Is it like something involved with the term God and fist in the same sentence? It's got to sound painful? Seriously. Anyway, thank you all again for tuning in to the Lurch Down That broadcast on DIUTV. Check out everything he just said.
Yeah, check out everything I just said. Especially the gospel. I need listeners. There's no listeners on that show. If you missed it, if you missed the gospel, you can always check it out on diutv.com. As soon as I go off the air, it gets saved. It's already in the archive. So it gets in there even before Big Bart puts it up on theirs. Other than that, I think that's about it, man. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Lurch, thank you. Tank, thank you. Cheddar, get well. And I think we're done. Ladies and gentlemen, take you out with our closing song. I forget what it is. Time Bomb? Or is it Jack Off All Trades? I forget. Anyway, it's white cheddar. Definitely white cheddar. It's always going to be white cheddar.
Yes.
So, we'll see y'all next week, man.
Check it out.
Later.
Haunted by bad luck, do you give your cash up? When you're down to your last buck, if you fall down, do you get back up and catch up? Or later embarrassed, doesn't bother you that much? You wanna disappear, crawl into a hole, live life in seclusion till it's all you fucking know. When the world's caught up all in your thoughts, so when they do something that bothers you, they tell you it's your fault, telling you get back in your place. Just stand in line, man, cause they got slapped in the face. By the hands of time, frown upon us as the youth of the nation. If something's not right, blame the new generation. We never take it serious because we young. We ain't seen what they see, so we must be done. Tell me what the fuck's become of our elders. No, I ain't done, shit have just begun. So don't judge me, trying to look innocent, happy, go lucky, but acting so ugly, yeah. You don't want me to succeed, but I already knew that. You don't love me, yeah. It's so funny how people change, you know who? I ain't even gonna speak your name. They say he's insane, the family's ashamed. It ain't my fault, but who receives the blame? Fingers are flexing,
teach me a lesson. Shut the fuck up and listen. Give me your attention. I don't need your support. Go ahead and doubt me. You won't be satisfied until there's no one around me. But when push comes to shove, it's clear you don't know shit about me. It would be so fucking lonely without me.
Go to your guru. Go to yourself.